In the quiet, misty countryside of Blackwood Valley stood the abandoned Blackwood Manor. For over 50 years, no local dared to step near its rusted iron gates. They said the house was alive, listening to every sound, feeding on the fear of those who wandered too close. One chilly autumn afternoon, Ethan, an ambitious urban explorer and content creator, decided to break the legend. Armed with a flashlight, a video camera, and a sense of skepticism, Ethan stepped through the gates. The air immediately grew colder, and a strange, heavy silence fell over the surrounding forest. The wooden door creaked open as Ethan pushed it. Dust particles danced in the beam of his flashlight. The foyer was grand, yet decaying, covered in spiderwebs and dark stain patterns on the wallpaper. As Ethan walked deeper into the hallway, his camera began to flicker. A soft, whispering sound echoed from the top of the stairs. It sounded like a young child calling for help, repeating the same words, "Find me," before the clock strikes 12. Determined to capture proof of the paranormal, Ethan climbed the creaking staircase. Each step echoed through the empty house, but he felt an uncanny presence right behind him, breathing icy air against his neck. Guided by the distant whispers, Ethan reached a locked door at the end of the long corridor. With a heavy push, the door swung open to reveal a child's bedroom. Everything was untouched, a rocking horse slowly rocking by itself in the middle of the room, and an antique pendulum clock hanging on the wall. Stuck at 11:58 p.m., suddenly the temperature dropped drastically. Ethan's breath turned to steam. He turned his camera toward a dusty vanity mirror and froze. Reflected in the glass was not just his own face, but a tall, shadowy figure standing directly behind him, with hollow red eyes and unnaturally long fingers. Panicked, Ethan turned around, but no one was there. Suddenly, the ancient clock began to tick loudly. Tick, tack, tick, tack. The hand moved to 12 a.m., and a deafening chime echoed through the entire manor. The whispers turned into terrifying screams. Shadows began crawling up the walls surrounding Ethan. His camera light began to dim. The air became thick, making it impossible to breathe. The door he came through slammed shut and locked itself. He dropped his camera on the floor, frantically pulling at the brass doorknob. The shadowy figure emerged from the mirror, stretching across the room toward him. The next morning, local villagers found Ethan's car parked outside the gates, still running. Search teams thoroughly checked the Blackwood Manor, but Ethan was nowhere to be found. All that remained was his video camera lying on the floor of the child's bedroom. The memory card contained only one last distorted frame. Ethan looking directly into the lens with hollow, pitch-black eyes, and a soft whisper repeating in the audio, "Now, you are part of the house."